Well, good day, everybody. Craig back at you. Out on the 2018 Honda Goldwing. Out on a really nice day. Temperature about 72 degrees. Just out and about, riding around. Well, let's get right into it. You see what the title is. And so, do women make better motovloggers than men? Now, let me start by saying this. I know whenever you make a title like that, there's always generalities, and I don't want to. I guess I don't want to generalize, or I don't want it to seem like it's all-encompassing. Let me say that. I know that that there are very good motovloggers, male, female, but I just wanted to go over some observations that I've seen in watching some female motovloggers and their vlogs, where it seems to be a little bit more appealing. So what I wanted to talk about is some of the things, the characteristics that I've really noticed that seem to be more prevalent in some of the female motovloggers posts than in the male motovloggers posts that, to me, just seem to stand out a little bit more. So one of the first things I'll say, what females do, when they vlog, they have a tendency of getting right to the point, which is good. I really like that. There's a couple male vloggers that I watch that they come up with really good topics, and they do decent vlogs, I guess decent time-wise. Like, they might do a vlog that's half an hour. And again, I don't really care if you want to do a half an hour vlog, that's fine. But they'll post the topic, but then it'll be 8 minutes into the vlog before they actually start talking about the topic that they posted. One of the things I noticed is that the females, on whole, they seem to be much more concise in getting right to the point of whatever their vlog is about. I like that. And it seems to be, anti whatever, at least at my house, anti what normally happens. Normally, women are much more expressive, and when you ask them, you can ask a woman how her day is, and she will start with, the line at the Starbucks from her morning coffee to anything else that happened on the traffic on the way to work and where you had to find a place to park. And so it could be a half an hour discussion when you ask a woman how her day was, as opposed to a man, where a man will just say, "Oh, it was fine." I'm not saying good or bad. Don't jump all over me. I'm not saying one's good or bad. It just seems like women are much more expressive in words than men are. So it's kind of unique to see that in the motovlogs, women seem to get right to the point and right into the vlog, which is something that I really appreciate. Now, I would say the second thing that women do that I think make their vlogs very enjoyable is that they don't get into the weeds and the specifics and the minutia, what I'll call it, of every single motorcycle operation and function that they perform. They're just not into the minutia of the function. So let me give you an example. When you watch a woman motovlogger, for the most part, again, always exceptions, for the most part, they're going to concentrate more on the ride, on where they're going, what they're doing, as opposed to, how much lean angle they're getting, how much they're able to lay the bike down in the turns and scrape the pegs, how much they're, the functioning of the friction zone. They're not going to get into, again, the functionality of the bike per se. They know how to ride, but they're not going to get all caught up in that. And they don't spend a lot of time explaining that, which to me is good. I mean, there's plenty of motor vloggers that if you want to get out there and you want to get into the weeds of the operation of that bike, there's again, take your pick. There's tons of people that do really good videos on that, and you have an abundance of those you can watch. What I like about what a lot of women do is a lot of women keep it just simple, and simple is good, because one of the things that I think, in my opinion, makes a very effective motor vlog is if you can take someone that knows nothing about motorcycles, has no affinity for them, is not looking for a bike, not anything like that, and you put a motor vlog on, and after that motor vlog is done, that person who knew nothing about motorcycles or cared about them says, "That was pretty enjoyable. I like watching that. That was interesting." See, that's what I think some of the female motovloggers have been able to accomplish much better than the men. When you watch, one of my vlogs or something like that, I might be talking about the DCT, the 7-speed, transmission, how it has a different mode, sport mode, tour mode, rain mode, all this other stuff. People who are new to this, or just your general population, they could care less about what modes this bike has. All they care about is they see me on this motorcycle and I'm riding down the road. Hey, where are you going? What you doing today? What's up? What's happening? And it seems like, in my opinion, the women are much better storytellers at just giving you a snippet of life and out and about on their motorcycle without getting caught up in the minutia and functionality of the motorcycle. And for the broad sense, I think that makes it makes a better vlog. Now, a lot of the our female motovloggers, they have the knowledge, and I'm not by any sense saying they don't have the knowledge. They'll do a video where they will break everything down, but they seem to be more cognizant and aware of the overwhelming importance of just telling the story of what I'm out and about doing today, as opposed to telling the story of what my bike is. The third thing I would say that our female motovloggers do extremely well, much better than men, is that they're much more transparent in their motovlogs, I think, than men are. And I don't think that as men, I don't think that we're trying to hide things. I just think that things that we just by nature don't share certain things that women do, and by the fact that they're sharing these things, it makes them much more relatable. So let me give you an example. I think I was watching I think it was Doodle on a Motorcycle. I think that's her channel, but she's a big, she's fairly large, decent sized YouTube channel. But Doodle, I'll list the names of all the women motor vloggers that I follow. But anyway, she posted a vlog where she really was talking about how she was having trouble with her bike and flat-footing it and just maintaining balance. When she came to a stop, and she had gone through lowering the bike and then raising the bike back up and then trying to come up with techniques, because she was dropping the bike all of the time. Now, the one thing I liked and appreciated about her video was she showed you footage of her dropping the bike left and right, all over the place, and how she overcame that. To me, that level of transparency, how many men would show you footage of them dropping their bike if they had it? If you had footage of you dropping the bike, have you shown it? I just don't think men are that transparent. They might tell you, yeah, I dropped my bike. But a man, a male, I guess it's ego. Let me say about this. They're less ego-driven than we are. If you have trouble making U-turns, if you're doing the duck walk instead of making a solid U-turn, we really don't talk about that much, where a lot of us do have problems making U-turn unless you're practicing and practicing and practicing. The one thing I like about a lot of the female videos, again, they will tell you exactly where their pluses are, where their strengths are, and then when they do overcome something, when they get better at it, it's almost like you've taken the journey with them, and you're just happy for them because they've succeeded in the area that they had struggles in. But you saw the whole journey. They told the story. Getting back to that, women are very good at telling the story. So I applaud women for being just transparent. If they if they're on a road and they feel uncomfortable, they will say, this, I don't like riding on this highway, I don't like riding on this bridge, I don't like riding whatever it is. They could be out camping, they're doing motovlog camping, and if they don't like being out there, they'll tell you, I don't like being out there. Just there's less ego and more transparency with female motovloggers, which to me, again, touches a point with the audience that maybe as male motovloggers, because ego gets into place a little bit, maybe we're not as good at. Closely related to the transparency factor is also a thing that women do very well, is that they put emotion into their vlogs. They put emotion into their storytelling. And when I say that, I mean, if they're happy, they show you they're happy. You hear the expression, you in their voice. If they have a camera on them, you see it in their face. If something just, pisses them off, you see that too. And again, when you put emotion into something, it connects. It connects with people, and I enjoy that. You get, when I would say, when I watch a lot of the female motovloggers, I'm hearing what they're saying, but I'm also feeling what they're going through. I know that sounds corny. Maybe I don't even know how to say it any better than that. But it's all, they put emotion into it. Again, that's something that they really do. That I try to do, get better at. Just not just talk, but actually give people the sense, the feeling of what I'm going through while I'm out on the bike, or just life in general. And the last thing I'll say about female motovloggers, which is probably the first thing you thought I was going to say, and why I feel like they have better vlogs, is naturally the subject matter is more attractive. Females are more attractive to look at than men. So you got that. There is that. I'm not naive. I'm not, wouldn't ignore that fact that if you have an attractive female riding a motorcycle, they are going to get more views than a male, riding a motorcycle. It is what it is. But I will say this. Attractiveness might be there initially, but unless they have some content, unless they have something, it's not. You're not going to keep your audience. It's not going to stay. And all the female motovloggers that I watch purely. I say purely. All right, I watch because of their content. The main reason I watch, the overwhelming reason, is because of the content. They tell a good story. There is a female motovlogger. I don't want to say the name, but there's a female motovlogger that I started watching a while ago because I thought they had pretty good content. But what I noticed was every time she got on her bike, and she always had on, skin tight pants, showing cleavage all the time. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But I started to notice that was her entire content, for lack of a better term. The only content she had was that. Again, for some people, hey. But for me, after watching video after video after video, and you're really not saying anything, okay, I'm going to start watching this other female that's going on a camping trip. And she's doing this, and she got all her stuff, and she's doing this. So, again, I'll say that, we're not naive. Attractive women are going to get views. But I would say especially the women motovloggers, they keep them because of their content. And there's a lot of women that have really, really, really good content. So I'm going to throw up a list here of some of the female motovloggers that I watch that I think are worth viewing. If you have not, checked them out, please do check them out. And let me say lastly that the list I throw up is not everybody. I mean, there are really good female motovloggers out there. And I would say if there are some that I don't have list on my list, or don't have on my list, please throw them in the content. Please. Oh, let me get this red light. I'm gonna get it. That wasn't good, but I did make it. Please throw them in the comments if there are some female motovloggers that you know of that are really good that you like watching. Please throw them in the comments because I would love to check them out. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I hope everyone's having a blessed day. I hope that things are working out in your favor. Once again, whatever you find to do, get out and do it. Enjoy life. Enjoy this time that we have, especially during the summertime. And we will be talking to you soon.